Hello everyone, welcome. I am Holly of Hello Sunshine Yoga, and I wanted to do a yoga flow class for you today. It's going to be about 40 minutes long. We'll see, give or take, maybe a little bit longer. We'll just see how it goes. So take a moment and find a comfortable position, a comfortable seat. It can be whatever you like. Legs could be crossed, it could be wide legs, it could be sitting on your knees. It's really whatever works best for you. And then take a moment and feel length through your spine as your tailbone lengthens down. Feel that channel all the way up through the crown of the head leading up. That flow up and down, in and out as you breathe. Thinking of that channel of the spine. Information going up, information coming down. Let it be clear, let it flow like a river. Tuning into your breath, breathing in and out of the nose. Take an inhale and fill up through your belly. And then release. Inhale, fill the belly and the rib cage. And release. Inhale, fill the belly, the rib cage, all the way through the chest. And then release. Resuming your natural breath. Let yourself find a little bit of softness. Release the energy in your legs. Let them be soft. Let the arms be heavy. Let the shoulders be soft. Just feel the breath in and out of the nose. I'm going to read to you from the Radiance Sutras. Experience the substance of the body and the world as made up of vibrating particles, and these particles made up of even finer energies. Drifting more deeply, feel into each pulse of energy as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. Noticing this, breathe easily with infinity dancing everywhere. As you're ready, open up your eyes and take a little movement through the trunk of the body, maybe a little side to side, maybe you roll your shoulders, your head, your neck, just kind of whatever you need. And then if you like, maybe take some circles here. Let the heart lead the way. Let the heart draw all the way to the outside of the circle. And then circle the other direction. And you can just go at your own pace, whatever feels nice to you. Breathing in and out of the nose. And then coming back to center, come on to hands and knees. Let's come into our tabletop pose. Let's take a little movement here, side to side. Let's scoot front and back. And then settle in. Inhaling, gaze up. Exhaling, round. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. And then take your arms a little bit wider, your hands a little bit wider, and do that same motion. Inhale, gaze up. Maybe a little bend in the elbows, exhaling, round. Good, and then shift side to side.
Coming back to center, step your knees back a little bit more so that you have more of a plank, but you're on your knees. With your arms wide, take a little, we're gonna lower down for 3 counts. 3, 2, 1, and then press back up. Lower all the way down to the ground. 3, 2, 1, press up. Let's do that one more time. 3, 2, 1, press up. Good, pull the hips back. And then lift back up, place the hands back to where they were and come into downward facing dog. Do a little bend right and left of the knees. Take the heels high on your inhale. Drop them over to one side or the other on the exhale. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, drop them to the other side. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels towards the earth, pushing into your hands, slight bend of the knees, pull your hips away. Find that beautiful breath. And shift forward into a plank here. So you could stay in this plank or you could have the knees on the ground. It's up to you, whichever feels better. You could also have elbows on the ground if that feels better to you. Take an inhale. Exhale. Exhale again. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale again. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale again. Lower down to the floor. Release the toes. Lift the head. Lift the heart. Maybe come up a little higher. Maybe move through the shoulders left and right. Roll them out. Roll them one way and then the other way. Come through table, maybe a little child's pose, and then downward dog. Gaze to the hands, walk the feet forward, lift halfway on your inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Pause here. Slight bend in the knees, lean into the balls of the feet. Press the feet down to the earth, bend through the knees. Roll up slowly, piece by piece. Coming up to stand. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to your plank. Pause, stay in your plank. Shift it to one side, coming into a side plank. Maybe your feet are stacked, or maybe one in front of the other, or maybe they're stacked on top of the other side plank. Reach your hand forward, like you're extending it over your head. Really stretch here. Lift the hand back up. Maybe lift up that top leg. Bring it through plank, and let's do the other side, same thing. So your feet might be staggered, or they might be stacked. Reach that arm over the head, like you're reaching towards the other side of the room. Then bring it up, maybe lift up that top leg. Bring it back through plank. Take it to down dog, any way you like. You might like to go through the push-up, the up dog, or you might want to go straight to down dog. Gazing up to the top, step or hop the feet forward. Lift halfway, lengthen, and pull back down. Reach up to the sky. Hands to your heart. Good, so we're gonna come into chair pose. You might want your feet together, you might want them slightly apart. Bend through the knees, pull the hips back, reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders, scoop up the belly, lengthen the tailbone. Sink down just a little bit more. Breathing in and out of the nose. Lift your toes up off the floor and then set them back down. Go down just a little bit lower. Bring your hands down to the floor. Optional, just if you want. If you're if you're working on this and if it's in your practice, you could maybe do a crow pose. So you would bring your knees to the backs of the arms. You would lean forward. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you just try lifting up one foot and bring it down. Maybe lift up the other foot and bring it down. Maybe you lift up both feet. Hands spread on the mat. keeping the gaze forward. And then bring it back down. Take the feet a little bit further apart, bring the hands to the heart, finding your yogi squat, Malasana. Take a little bit side to side right here and move it around. Bring your hands to the floor, lift up. Take the feet a little bit wider on the mat, or off the mat. And then come down, walking the hands towards the feet, towards center. Maybe you walk the hands behind you if you're ready. Maybe you turn the fingers away from you. Lifting back up, walk the hands forward a little bit, and then bend the knees side to side. You can kind of turn your shoulder in as you bend. Bring it back to center. Let's take our feet back to downward dog. You could just step there if you want. You could do a little hop. Lift up your right leg to the sky. And then step it forward between your hands. Keep the heel lifted in the back and lift up into a lunge. Bring your hands together. Gaze up, slight lean back. And lift back up. Bring the hands forward. Slight lean forward. One long line, heel to head. Bring the hands down to the floor to frame your foot. Lift up right arm, find a twist. Bring that hand down. Take the back knee down to the mat. Pull the hips back. You can do a half splits here, or if you like, you could take the legs a little further apart and maybe do more of a full splits. Maybe you're not all the way there, or maybe you are. So your hips go down towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor. And then lift back up. Bring the foot to the floor. Shoot that back leg up high, standing splits. Taking a little bend in the right knee, bring the left knee in and up. Let me show you sideways. So you bring it in and then take it back up. You can do it like this, or maybe one hand off the floor, or maybe both hands off the floor. Do two more. Hands to the floor, step that foot back. Big inhale is going to lift you up to warrior two. Windmill the arms up. Good. Breathe here. Press your feet to the floor, squeeze in through the legs. Turn the right palm to face up, lift it up, up, up. Breathe. And then lift up and take it to side angle pose. So now we're going to go in between those two things. So your inhale lifts you up into exalted warrior. Your exhale takes you into side angle. Your inhale lifts you up, exalted. Exhale, side angle. One more of those. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, side angle. Pause. Breathe. You want to do something fun? Maybe you take your arm behind your back. Maybe you bring this arm under. If you like, clasp hands. You can also step this. You're going to step the back foot forward. So I'm going to step it up and face you, but you would step it up and face whichever way. So you grab hold, and then you push into that leg, and you lift up, find your balance, and maybe extend. Maybe not. Bird of paradise. Oh, there we go. Then bring it back down. Come into that warrior two. Bring your hand to your hip. Take this right hand to the floor. You're going to do like a little catty corner to the pinky toe And you might want a block there or a book or something, and then open up through the hips, and then lift up the arm. Flex the foot that's in the air. Half moon. Can we take it back up to warrior two? Let's try it. So move slowly, push that foot into the floor, lift up, bending the knee. Warrior two. We did it, no big deal. Good. Windmill or cartwheel your hands down to the mat and take a downward dog. Bend that breath in and out of the nose. Take your left leg high. Step it forward between your hands. Keep your heel lifted. Lift up into your lunge so your left knee is bent. Reach up. Good. Stay strong. Bring your hands together. Lift up the heart. Gaze up. Slightly back. Breathe. Lift it up. Slight lean forward. One long line. Heel to head. Belly's pressed in. Reach forward through those fingertips. Keep the legs the same. Bring the hands down to the floor. Lift up left arm, finding a twist here. Breathing in and out of the nose. Bring left hand down. Bring the right knee down to the mat. Pull the hips back. So here, you can stay like this. This is your half splits, or if you like, you can take your legs a little further apart, working into the full splits. But you might stay up here. You don't have to go all the way down. It's just wherever you are today, right? You could put a pillow underneath too, or a rolled up towel or something. Breathe. Lovely. Bring that foot to the floor, shift your weight into the foot, and raise the right leg high. Standing splits. So you split on the ground, now you're splitting in the air. Bending the knee, bring the right knee in, and inhale, lift it up. Doing that with your own breath. Maybe you lift up one hand, maybe you lift up both hands. Let's do 3 more. Bring your hands to the floor, step that foot back. Let's come into warrior two. Bring the heel down to the floor, windmill the arms up. Good. Feet are pressed to the floor. Spine is long. Breathing in and out the nose. Squeeze the legs in towards each other. Turn the palm to face up, lift it up, reach it back. Really, really reach through. Your inhale lifts you up, take it to side angle pose. Reach through now the right hand. Now we're going to go through that little sequence. So the inhale lifts you up, keep the legs the same, and the exhale takes you down. The inhale lifts you up, use your core. The exhale takes you down. Inhale lifts you up, reach a little further, yeah. Exhale takes you down, reach a little further this way. Let's do one more. Okay, so here, if you'd like to try, you don't have to, you can just hold it right here. You can take that arm behind your back. You can take this arm underneath, try to lock hands. And then maybe you step forward and lift up that leg, pushing that foot into the earth. Raise up, find your balance. And then if you like, raise that leg up. Sometimes it takes a couple tries. There we go. And then bring it back down. Come into your warrior two. Fun times. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Downward dog. Bring that left foot back up. I forgot to do half moon. All right. Warrior two. Half moon, bring the right hand to the hip. Left hand to the floor, lift up right leg. Flexing the foot, open through the hips. Bring right arm up. There we go. Yeah, really open it, really feel it. Really reach to the fingertips. Keep that foot flexed like you're pressing against the wall. Yeah. Now bring it down. Take that foot down to the floor. Downward dog. So here, we're gonna do something really fun. We're gonna step up with our right leg, and then we're gonna bring our left leg up to come into our tree, okay? So you can watch first and then see what happens for you. So, right leg high, step forward between your hands, pushing into that right leg, lift up into your tree. Lift up. Breathe. Turn the knee forward, extend that leg forward, hold it up. Lean forward, sweep that leg behind, reaching forward as the heel leads back, warrior 3. Hands can come actually by your sides, pointing back if that feels better to you. Step the foot down to the earth, reach up, inhale. Exhale, slowly come forward, spine stays long, belly stays in, hands to the mat. Pull the right hip back, lengthen through the spine. Reach right hand up, finding a revolved triangle, Pavarita Trikonasana. Bring right hand down, take the left knee down to the mat. Reach the hands up. Turn and cross the left elbow over, hands together, heart lifts towards the hands, pressing the belly in. Staying here or lifting up that knee in the back. Let me show you what it looks like sideways. Bring that knee down, bring the hands down to the mat. You might just be right here. This is a good place to stay, just kind of feel it out. If you want some fun, you might lean into your hands a little bit. Maybe lift up one leg, maybe both. Find a balance. Hands are spread wide on the mat so that your whole hand is pressing into the mat. And then you bring it back down. Could you see that? Should I do it this way too? Now I kind of cheat and use both arms, like really better yogis than me, just use one arm, but that's how it is. All right, walk the hands forward, take it to downward dog. Breathe. Strong breath in and out of the nose. Left leg, take it high. Step forward between the hands. Here you go into your tree. Push the left foot into the floor. Lift up right leg. Tree. And grow your branches. Breathe. Bring the knee forward, extend that leg forward, hold it. Breathe, hold the pose, not your breath. Lean forward and sweep that leg through, reach the hands forward. You could also have those hands reaching back. And then step it down to the mat, reach the hands up, inhale, strong belly, strong spine, long spine, bring it down. Good, breathe here. Pull that left hip back, lengthen the spine, bow over. Keep the right hand down, take the left arm up, revolve triangle. Breathe. Your exhale takes your hands down, bring your knee to the mat, reach up. And then turn, cross over that left knee with the right elbow and lift the heart towards the hands. Breathe, press the belly in. All right, if you want to play on this side, you can, or you can just watch, or you can just do something else, whatever, take a drink. You can have your hands on the ground, you want them flat, and then you lean into those right above the elbows and lift up. So kind of like what you did with crow pose, right? So let me do it both ways so you can kind of see. Lean in. can cheat like me and use both elbows.
Because my hips are a little bit on the heavier side with my weight balance, and so I don't see how I can do this with just one elbow and not prop up my hip. So for me, it's a hip thing, but like, whatever. Okay, and then downward dog. All right, bring the knees down to the mat. Take your hips side to side. Take your right arm out to the side and then thread it under and then just lean back, pull it back, breathe. Table. Take the left arm out, thread it under, pull it back. Feels so good on your shoulders. All right, come back up. Let's take our knees a little bit wider and then push back. And you can bring your elbows down to the floor and maybe take your knees even wider, kind of more of a frog pose. Only go as far as what feels good to you. Your feet can be in, or if you want it to be a little bit more intense, you can bring the feet out like a real frog. Good. Woo, good enough. Bring it up. And shift your hips over, bring the feet forward. Bending the knees. Hold on to the thighs. Lift up the heart. Lift up the feet. Reach the hands. Both pose. Breathe here. Cross at the ankle. Hug the knees. Take your tips of your toes to the floor. Take your hands to the floor. Take a little lift of the hips. Good, and bring it down. Take the legs out in front of you. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Let your heart lead towards your toes, breathing in and out of the nose. And then lift up. Your left hand is gonna grab your right foot. You're gonna bring that foot up and bring your right hand behind. So the right hand can stay on the ground or it can reach behind you, whatever you like. And then bring it down and switch. The little right hand grabs the left foot, lift it up. Right, left hand's behind or reaching behind, or reaching. Okay, and then bring that left foot over. Let's switch. Bring the right foot over. Yeah. Bend the knees. Reach left hand to left foot. Lift it up. Right hand behind on the ground, or lift it up. Find your balance. Gaze over your arm. Bend the knees. Switch across to the feet. Left foot on top. Right hand grabs right foot. Extend the legs. Hand can be behind or it can lift up. Find what works for you. One side might be different than the other, and that's okay. You're looking over left shoulder. You're keeping your heart lifted. Breathe. And then bring it back to the front. Give yourself a squeeze. All right, so take your left leg to the ground. Bend your right knee. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, reach forward, and just go as far as you can. It doesn't matter how far, just as far as you like. And then if you like, you could wrap that right arm around the shin, and you could wrap the left arm behind your back. Maybe hands meet. Heart towards toes. Breathe. And then lift up. So we're going to practice something here. I'm going to scoot up a little bit so I have enough space. I'm going to hold on to my leg. I'm going to roll back, and then when I roll up, I'm going to lift up, pressing into my foot, okay? Actually, maybe I'll do it this way. There we go. Roll back, and roll up and lift. Go back,
And maybe you do it with no hands. Maybe you hold it for just like a second. Whoa. Do 2 more. All right, and bring it down. Let's switch sides. So left knee is bent, reach up, reach forward, pause, breathe. You might stay down here, you might wrap those arms around, it's whatever works for you. Breathing in and out of the nose. So you're finding your Marichyasana first. And then release, holding on to your leg. You're gonna roll back, roll forward and do a little lift, okay? So roll back, roll forward and lift. Yeah, maybe you can use your hands on the ground if you like, right? Or no hands up. 3 more. Maybe you try and hold it up for a second. See how high you, and bring it down. Beautiful job. All right, awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, take your feet out, or take your feet together, knees out to the sides. And take a little side to side. Then bring your hands together onto your feet, lift the heart, inhale. Exhaling, bow down. Lift back up, and you're gonna bring the left knee on the bottom and the right knee on the top. And just do it the way that works for you. So it might not stack up, they might be a little bit staggered. They might be way off the ground, it doesn't matter. Left arm up, right arm either pushing, or you can reach behind and grab hold. Inhale, exhale, bow forward over your legs. Lift back up, pause. Release the hands out to the sides, bow down again. Inhale, lift up. Switch the legs. Right arm up. Either press on the elbow or reach back. Inhale. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift up, pause. Release the arms, inhale, reach high. Exhale, bow forward. Lift back up. Good. And release the legs out in front of you and shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. And then bend your knees. Let's lift up for boat pose. Let's take it down to canoe, hover. Lift back up. Woo. Take it down. Lift it up. Take it up. Lift it up. Let's do 2 more. And pause, hover, straighten the legs, lift your chest a little higher, take your arms out to the sides, maybe goalpost, maybe reach up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a hug. Woo, beautiful job. All right, bend your knees, lay down to the back. Take your legs up high, like you're stacking them up against an invisible wall. Breathing in and out of the nose. Feel that back body on the floor, how lovely it is. Maybe later you might want to actually lay with your legs up against a real wall. You can stay here if you like. If you use shoulder stands in your practice, you could come up into shoulder stand Lifting up the hips, walking your hands towards your shoulders, flexing your feet. It plows in your practice. You can let the feet come down behind the head. Slowly. You could interlace your hands on the mat if that feels good to you. You could bend your knees close to your ears if that feels good to you. And then release. Roll, roll, roll back down. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Let the arms go out to the side. Let the knees drop to the right. You could keep them just stacked, or you could cross at the ankles, or you could cross at the knees. Whatever feels better to you. You could do eagle legs, kind of twist tying them together. Gaze over left shoulder. Your inhale lifts your knees back up. Same thing on the other side. Drop to the left. They could be stacked. They could cross at the ankles. They could cross at the knees. You could twist tie your legs. Whatever feels good to you. Gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe. And then lift up. Grab hold of the feet, rock a little side to side. Happy baby. Pull one foot in, let the other leg go out. And switch. Take the legs wide, press on the feet. And then release. Let the legs come all the way down to the floor. Close your eyes. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Long breath in. And out. Long breath in. And out. Letting your mind clear behind closed eyes. Releasing breath by breath. Laying down. Letting your body find stillness. The air I am breathing was exhaled in ecstasy by an ancient sun. Was the earth I am standing on was born of cosmic fire. The blood flowing through my veins is as salty as the primordial ocean. The space permeating my body is infinite as the space all around. Above, below, to all sides, within, the elements of the universe are engaged in their ceremony of delight. This is my religion. The attraction between suns is the same as the love pulsating in my heart. Loka samasta sukhino Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you for practicing today. Thank you for sharing your energy, your practice, your light. Namaste.